Hey, Michelle Loves Books here, back with another book haul. This past weekend I went to Barnes & Noble at the Colony Center. If you don't know where that is, it's close to Albany. And so here we go. First book I have is The Anatomical Shape of the Heart by Jen Bennett. The back says, Beatrix Adams knows exactly how she's spending the summers before her senior year. Determined to follow in Da Vinci's footsteps, she's ready to tackle the one thing that will give her an advantage in a museum-sponsored scholarship contest. Drawing actual cadavers. But when she tries to sneak her way into hospital's World Body program and misses the last metro home, she meets a boy who turns her summer plans upside down. Jack is charming, wildly attractive, and possibly one of San Francisco's most notorious graffiti artists. On midnight buses and city rooftops, Beatrix begins to see who Jack really is and tries to uncover what he's hiding that leaves him so wounded. But will these secrets come back to haunt him, or will the skeletons in her family closet tear them apart? I'll be right back because I have to cheer this cough. Okay, here I am. Next book is My Life with the Walter Boys by Ali Novak. She's also a Wattpad original artist, or author, but I find it to be a piece of art. I have a Wattpad too, which is amazing. It's a great app, no sponsor. Okay, the back says, Jackie Howard does not like surprises. Chaos is the enemy. The best way to get her successful, busy parents to notice her is to be perfect. The perfect look, the perfect grades, the perfect daughter, and then... Surprise 1, Jackie's family dies in a freak car accident. Surprise number 2, Jackie has to move across the country to live with the Walters, her new guardians. And surprise number 3, the Walters have 12 sons, well, 11, but Parker acts like a boy anyway. Jackie is now surrounded by the enemy, loud, dirty, annoying boys who have no concept of personal space. Okay, several of the oldest guys are flat out gorgeous, but still annoying. She's not stuck up or boring, no matter what they say, but proving it is another matter. How can she fit in and move on when she needs her to keep her parents' memory alive by living up to the promise of perfect? So that's that one, and next up is Love and First Sight. The back, it's by Josh Sundquist. Sorry, I almost forgot there for a second. On the back, it says, I finally come to 2 realizations. Number 1, I will have the operation. I want to experience the pigments on a painted canvas and soak in the texture of the sunrise. I want to examine every floor tile in the hallway at school. I want to see it all. I want to savor every fiber of this layer of reality. And number 2, I am definitely falling for Sicily. So if you want to find out more about that, go and read it. Go check it out on Amazon or your closest Barnes & Noble or whatever bookstore is close to you. Next is Hearts and Other Body Parts. I had just finished this book, and it's about sisters Esme, Katie, and Ronnie are smart, talented, and gorgeous, and better yet, all 3 are witches. They have high school wired until the arrival of 2 new students. The first is Norman, almost 8 feet tall and appears to be constructed out of bolts and mismatched body parts. Despite his intimidating looks, Esme finds herself strangely, almost romantically drawn to both his oversized brain and oversized heart. The second new arrival is Zach, an impossibly handsome late transfer from the UK who has the girls at school. One moment, my dog. Sorry about that. Continuing. Despite his intimidating looks, Esme finds herself strangely, almost romantically drawn to both his oversized brain and oversized heart. The second new arrival is Zach, an impossibly handsome late transfer from the UK who has the girls at school instantly mesmerized. Soon, even sensible Esme has forgotten Norman, and all 3 sisters are in a flat-out hex war to win Zach, but while the magic is flying, only Norman seems to notice that students who wander off alone with Zach end up with crushed bones and memory loss, or worse, missing entirely. Hearts and Other Body Parts is a wickedly addictive novel about love, monsters, and loyalty. And oh yeah, a Japanese corpse-eating demon cat. Okay. The next book I have is Venn Diagram. I've read this one also, as I have read the last 4 books before this one. Yeah. And this one is about math genius, freak of nature, loner. Ava Walker has literally one friend, if you don't count her quadruplet 3-year-old siblings. And it's not even because she's a math nerd, no. Eva is a loner out of necessity, because everyone and everything around her is emotional minefield. All she has to do is touch someone on their shirt or their cell phone, and she can read all of their secrets, their insecurities, and their fears. Put down in the comments what it would feel like if you could touch someone and know their whole life story and how they feel in their aura around them. I think it'd be pretty weird, and sometimes you'd probably think it's a curse. Okay, next is Definitions of Indefinable Things by Whitney Taylor. I have not read this one yet. And on the back it says, I looked out the window at the sun and thought about the pills, the letters at the lunch tables, and things I could never define. But maybe it wasn't about defining anything. It was about recognizing the pain, that pain existed and deserved to, that everything I felt from loneliness to hatred to fear existed and deserved too. What I tried to understand wasn't the point. The point was that I tried to understand it. You can sit with your friends, I told him after typing the definitions of depression across the page. He shot me a rare polka smile and an extraordinarily comforting sight. Who said I don't? Okay, next is a poetry book called Black Butterfly by Robert M. Drake. I have read one of them before, and I loved it so much that I wanted a new one. Literally, in the store, I told the lady to point me to the poetry section just so I could find him. There were 5 books, and I was just like, Mother, I want them all. But I already had 4 books in my hands, and I only had so much to spend out of my own money. Yeah. You should know how upset I was. Okay, next up is A Million Junes by Emily Henry. This is about... Okay, I'll read it, but it doesn't make any sense after I said about. So, this says, but when June collides quite literally with Saul anger, sparks fly, and everything June has always known is thrown into chaos. Who exactly is this gruff, sarcastic, but seemingly harmless boy who has returned to their Michigan hometown of 5 Fingers after 3 mysterious years away? And why has June and O'Donnell, to her core, never questioned her late father's deep hatred of the Angert family? After that, all the O'Donnells and the Angerts may have mythic legacies, but for all the tall tales they weave, both founding families are tightly clipped about what caused the century-old rift between them. So if you want to read that, go and find it somewhere. I can't wait to read it myself. The one I have tried to read right now is Looking for Alaska by John Green. I've always wanted to read it, but I haven't had the chance to. And last night after I finished Hearts and Other Body Parts, I just put my bookmark in it and waited till today to read it, but I haven't had the chance to today either. Okay, I'll read the back for you. Miles Pudge Halter's whole existence has been one big non-event, and his obsession with the famous last words only made him crave the great perhaps by Francois Rabelais' poet even more. He heads off to the sometimes crazy, possibly unstable, and anything but boring world of Culver Creek boarding school, and his life becomes the opposite of safe, because down the hall is Alaska Young, the gorgeous, clever, funny, sexy, self-destructive, screwed up, and utterly fascinating Alaska Young, who is an event unto herself. She pulls Pudge into her world, launches him into the great perhaps, and steals his heart. Okay, and lastly, this is just a book-ish item. I gathered another bookmark, and it reads, Shoot for the Moon, and even if you miss it, you'll land among the stars by Les Brown. If I can show it to you. Here it is. And it has this to mark your page. I always like the ones with these better. So, yeah. Okay, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe below. Comment anything you want. Just don't be hateful because haters gonna hate and snitches get stitches. But probably not. I'm a relatively nice person. Okay, goodbye.